Oh, Lord. All right. All right. All right. Give me strength. Whew. All right. Thank you for tuning to the Mystic Circle. This is your Mystic Mama, Rafiki Simone. I am wondering why YouTube is not showing me my uh, chat room. It's the weirdest thing in the world, but we're going to flow with it. Let's see. I'm going to put something in the chat room. Okay. Great and prosperous risings. I don't know what that shit is, but I'm going to follow y'all from another chat room. Hey, everybody. I don't know what the fuck this is that my chat is not showing on my end, but when I'm on somewhere else, it's showing up on my end. You bought two of the books I mentioned? Good, 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 good. Hey, everybody. I am okay. Ebony, why would you ask if I was okay? You was just watching the video about Azriel. Listen, I want to talk about a few things before I get into any readings. Your weekly therapy session. Cool deal. Cool deal. Um, Somebody said I need to exit and restart. I'm just gonna follow it from here. Uh, Michael said pine cones. Yeah, you know pine cones are good for pine cones are good for protection work. You wanna make something called a witch's bottle. Okay, with pine cones, you want to take a big pine cone. You want to take a big mason jar like this. Put a pine cone in a witch's bottle, right? If you have some protection oil, you want to add some of that. But if not, you want to put in sharp objects. Go to the Dollar Tree, get you like something that you can break up that's glass. Okay, like put it in 3 plastic bags, go to the sidewalk, bang that shit on the sidewalk, get it nice and broken up. Add the big broken pieces of glass or add the glass as safely as you can to the mason jar. Inside of the mason jar, get you some nails, put you some nails in the mason jar, write your own protection enchantment on a piece of paper. It can rhyme, it cannot rhyme. It doesn't have to rhyme if you don't want it to. Okay. But what you want to do is write down, protect me from all sides, from all evil, make sure you're specific. I always tell y'all put specifics out there. Okay. Then fold it toward you, put it in there, put the make sure you fill it up with ammonia. Okay, you don't have to fill it all the way up with ammonia. You can fill it up with ammonia. Fill some up with distilled water that you have enchanted with the same spell that you've written down for yourself. And also fill some up with pine sol. Now, some of y'all may say, why pine sol? Pine sol has the essence of pine in it. Okay, it's not by accident that the cleaning industry would use pine sol as a way to clean your house. Energetically and spiritually, pine, the essence of pine, the oil of pine, or pine needles, pine cones, all of that is great to add to a witch bottle. Okay, you're gonna put that, you're gonna bury that. The reason why I say you want to bury is because anytime anybody put some kind of negative energy towards you, whether you know it or not, energies are spells. Okay, period. Positive energy, negative energy is another form of a spell, whether you want to believe it or not. Okay, so what you want to do is bury it. What that witch's bottle is going to do is going to absorb all the attacks that people are sending to you directly or indirectly, whether they know it or not, whether they know they're sending attacks or not. It's going to go to that specific bottle. Okay, so thank you for that. Zingal, sis. I really do. Yeah. Thank you. My nails is popping. Straight white, honey. Yes, this is acrylic. This is acrylic. Shout out to, I think it was Naisha, who sent me like a whole bunch of glue-ons, because y'all know I do like my glue-ons. I had got my nails done for a show that I was involved in some weeks ago. So that was kind of one of the reasons why. But after that, I'm gonna go right back to my pop on. I sounded sad when I first tuned in. Not so much sad, Leah. I kind of grieved, and I'm gonna tell you why. This has been a fucked up week. Oh, I'm sorry, B Nicole. I'm having to read the comments off of my phone. Okay, okay. Just letting y'all know, because the live chat is not picking up for whatever reason on my laptop. Okay, so I'm not getting it in real time. Uh-huh. If they don't have pine sol in Holland, Jamila, what you want to do is find a pine tree. Pine tree. Pines belong to the evergreen family. They kind of just stay evergreen. You want to pick some pine needles off, find a pine cone. Okay, that's even better. Okay. You ordered E2 and the experiments really work, Bailey Ray. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're not late, Pandas Lounge. You're right on time. You need some good vibes. Okay, so let's talk about the energy flow direction, because this is what's gonna entail most of this video. Okay, a lot of y'all and a lot of us. Let me include myself. Okay, because y'all know, just because I'm a spiritual worker does not mean that I'm exempt from any of this shit. Please understand that now I'm a human. I'm not exempt from any of this. However, I want to help us get to a higher vibration. Okay. It's gonna be a chaotic energy. We have this eclipse coming up. Okay. This eclipse coming, I think this 20th through the 22nd. I think the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd are going to be 3 days of full ongoing energy. Okay. And it's going to increase working up to that moment in that day. So please, please, please. Siobhan said I sound pissed. I'm not really pissed. I'm just kind of a little bit aggravated, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Okay, I have been signed a lot, Bronze, because I want to be able to control my energy and my emotions better. One of the reasons why I say that is because I'm getting a lot of people coming to me with specific readings on love and different things like that, and y'all are not getting the results that you want. Okay, it's gonna be an aggravation, because I feel like I'm repeating myself over and over and over again. You cannot get upset when the universe is not bringing things to you at your speed. I'm gonna say that again. You cannot be angry and upset when the universe is bringing them at your speed. It's only one of three reasons why. Okay, either it's not for you, or it's not for you at this time. We have to exercise patience. Okay. Number two, you are energetically stopping yourself from receiving it, whether you are obsessing with the outcome, or whether you deep down inside do not believe that you are worthy enough to receive what you've asked the universe for. Okay, this is an energetic blockage, nobody else's fault but your own. Number three, someone is working against you. Straight up. Anything else falls under one of those three categories. Okay, you have three major categories, and then you have subcategories, right? That falls up underneath those three major categories. Everything else is going to fall up underneath one of those three um, categories. Okay. Um, it's raining in LA. Oh, you've been feeling something in your stomach, your solar plexus, and your sacral chakra is going to be. I won't say under attack. All of the chakras are going to be feeling crazy, but the ones that needs to be balanced the most will be the ones that will be energetically pulling at you. Okay. Um. Somebody tagged me in something that someone was saying on Instagram. I'm not too sure who the young man was. I'm not here to bash anyone, but I'm going to say this. The young man was basically saying that um, it doesn't make sense for people to have anything to open up their third eye. You're not supposed to mess with your third eye. I beg to differ. Okay, and I'm gonna say this. I didn't respond. I did not respond to yeah, some love, somebody said just get some love oils. It works. I mean, my love oils, listen, my oils, period. Okay, I have a third eye oil, which is also known as psychic oil. So I've been hearing this young man, he said, buying something that to activate something that's not there. Let me explain something to everybody. I'm going to put this shit, this is going to be the first, the last, and the only time that I ever respond to anything like this. And I'm not responding to him directly because I'm pretty sure he just put it out there generally. I don't think it was a personal attack on me. However, because I was tagged in it, obviously the sister wanted some answers, but I'm going to address it to the platform that I'm on, okay? What I'm going to say is this. I will never tell anybody that they do not have some form of intuitive gift. Okay. Everybody has intuition. Everybody. Not everybody has psychic intuition. I mean, psychic powers or to the degree that they are able to. They were born with this, they were born with that. However, everybody has an intuition and everybody has a third eye. Now, whether your third eye is open or whether it's closed, that's on you. I don't know. I do know that I have stuff that has been energetically and spiritually through spell work activated to help open up the third eye. Okay, this is to help see. I have tarot card readers coming to me to buy my third eye oil. Okay, to be able to help them tap into a different realm or dimension to see more clear. Okay, one thing is this: I don't give a fuck what nobody else says or tells you. We all, because of our pineal gland, have the ability to see into the past, present, and future. Does that make you a psychic or a prophet? Prophetess? No. But having the ability to be able to see in the past, present, and future, yes, we do. Why? Because the pineal gland is also known as the seat of Christ. Okay? You can call it whatever you want. It is a spiritual beacon or lighthouse set in the middle of your cranium or brain, okay? That is shaped like a pine cone. Not by accident that it is shaped like a pine cone. It is not by accident that the Vatican has pine cones set all around Rome. Not by accident, y'all. Not by accident that the Egyptians also used this shape in their buildings. Okay. Okay. You said you're afraid of the third eye oil. As a Scorpio, you're intuitive naturally. I'm afraid I may start hearing or seeing things. Anyone has any advice? Well, the only thing I've heard of so far, besides the physical thing, was some people foreheads feel like it's like one lady said beeping. It's just like a this kind of woo 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 type of feeling. Okay. Sun gazing opens up the third eye. However, I do not recommend that for everybody. Sun gazing opens up the third eye. There are certain techniques that you have to use in sun gazing, and it also improves eyesight. I myself sun gazed because of the improving of sun eyesight. My third eye was open when I was born, point blank and period. Not everybody eats right. Eye open, so therefore some people are calcified, okay, or hardened or closed. What I'm gonna say is this: eat right, do right as far as your spiritual techniques. I recommend sun gazing to those who can handle it. It does open it up fairly quickly, and you will get interdimensional cosmic um, experiences. Not everybody can handle that shit. Okay. What I suggest you do is open up, go online, go to YouTube, and search sun gazing. Okay. And so you can hear different people's testimonies. You can hear different people what they have been through. Some people love it and will never go back. Some people you can't tell that to, okay? Because some people, fear in its context. I've told y'all there's certain words that has separate things. There is a good fear and a bad fear, okay? There's a fear. We say, how is fear good? I'm gonna show you how. There's a fear that is good concerning the body. What do I mean? When a bear is present, that fear is gonna help you preserve your life. When you in nature and you come across this big ass moose or something or animal, your instincts that kick in. Now, if you're far away and you begin to run and you're able to get in your car and drive off before any danger occurs to your physical body, that's the fear that saves your life. It's called an instinctive primal fear. That's what keeps you alive. Okay. There's a different type of fear, which is the fear that you don't want, fear that will keep you from walking into your destiny, fear of success, fear of failure. That type of fear that causes an illusion that you accept and receive before it even happens. That is the fear you want to get rid of. That fear is an entity and it approaches you like a nagging child. Now, when you have a nagging child, what are you supposed to do? Answer the call, right? So when that fear pops up and you say, okay, fear, I acknowledge that you're there. What is it that you want to tell me? Go into a meditative state. Fear will speak back to you. Once you get whatever it's trying to tell you, dismiss it. Thank you for whatever you have to say. Now I dismiss you, far from me, never able to return. You are going to have to take the necessary steps to close the door to unhealthy things. Just like the word fear, the word pride. You can be proud of yourself from graduating college, but you don't need to be proud of yourself to the degree that you become narcissistic. These specific words carries energies, and they are entities. Okay, they're actual beings. So if you are not balanced, you can either teeter totter off to each one, which is not a good thing. You need to be balanced. In all things, be balanced. Okay. Okay, you have a fear of driving. I'm so sorry. See something. Let's go into that, Shay, if you don't mind. What has caused that fear of you driving? Has to be something about an accident, correct? Are you afraid of getting into accidents, or did you have a really bad accident? We're gonna go through this shit right now. Everybody think of a fear. Think of a fear. I'm serious. Think of a fear, a phobia that you have that it just stops you right in your tracks. You have a fear of driving, and your name is Shay too, Mommy Monday. Yeah. Alicia, what is my take on psych medication? Remind me right after I'm done with this. You have a fear of crossing the road? Yes, she's afraid of an accident in the police. Okay. See, now we're gonna get to the bottom of it. The fears of accidents and the fears of police is what produced her fear of driving, right? Okay, so y'all know I like giving y'all visuals. So I'm gonna give y'all a visual right now. Give me a moment. Okay. She says a fear, right? False evidence appearing real. FEAR. False evidence appearing real, right? Now, fear. Actually, we're gonna do it like this. Fear. False evidence appearing real. Okay. She says she has a fear of cops and driving. Okay, that's what she has a fear of. Now, some of y'all gonna do this. Now, now watch this. It's a tree, right? It's a tree. It's a tree. She has a fear of driving and a fear of cops, right? It's a tree. What's the root? What's the root of her fears? Fear of death. If you can conquer the fear of death, folks, you can conquer the trunk of the tree. All of what's in the middle of the brush at the top and the root, which is the fear of death at the bottom, in between is let me tell you, this shit don't matter until you conquer this. You understand? The fear of death is usually going to be the root of every fear. Straight up. I don't know of anybody else whose fears doesn't go into the fear of death. Like, for example, my husband has a fear of heights. And I asked him, why do you fear heights? Because you're so far up, you're so far up, and it just feels like there's nothing you can do. Okay, so that's the fear of control, of not being in control. So what is his fear of heights, right? The underlying issue is not being in control, especially if he's on a roller coaster. He will never get on a roller coaster. So fear of control. Why do you feel out of control when you're up there? You feel like your life can be taken from you. You feel like something can happen to you and you can't take it back. That's the fear of death. That's the fear of death. Now, fear of public speaking. Why do you fear public speaking? Because the opinions of people, or how you're going to look in people's eyes, right? But that's called ego death. It's always going to come back to death in some form or another. You know what I'm saying? I used to be afraid of clowns. Every night you would go to sleep and have a fear. Oh, that sounds like fear of the dark, because that's fear of the unknown, and that's fear of I don't know what happens next. I'm out of control, and I fear that whatever I come in contact with can take my life. Again, that's the fear of death. You have a fear of not being able to have kids before you pass on, believe it and achieve it. Well, the fear of not having kids comes from the fear of not being able to have a legacy in the earth after you pass. Therefore, you fear that your whole lineage of who you are will pass on without you having to birth children to carry it. That, again, is the fear of death. You get what I'm saying? But like my sister is saying, Angel Blue says, death is not the end. I used to be afraid of clowns. I'm not afraid of clowns anymore. See, I used to be able to, when I was a kid, I used to be able to see like a very sinister demonic thing behind all of the white makeup and the red wig. And I always felt like, now I did research. Clowns, okay, was not always a good thing especially in the medieval times. Clowns were people, okay, who used to be channelers. The whiting of the face was to mimic deadness or death, to allow something to inhabit the body. Okay, so let me break that down for everybody who may still have that fear of clowns. Okay, this is one of the reasons why some churches do not allow miming in their church. Okay, so When you get over the fear that nothing in the spiritual realm can harm you unless you allow it to, entities that cannot listen. I'm gonna tell y'all some secrets here, some secrets that are not secrets. Some of y'all do know this. There's vibrations and entities and frequencies that can't harm you unless you allow it. You have to be vibrating on that same plane in order for it to be a threat to you. And I agree, gentle lavender. Fear of the unknown is a really big fear with a lot of people. You scared of dogs because you scared they're gonna bite your ass and do something to you. You may be afraid of getting rabies, thus entering death. All of that is the fear of death. In Africa, they do paint their faces white when they want to channel and bring in. You understand? So over in different countries, spirituality is a lifestyle. It's not something you just pick up and drop down every day. It's a lifestyle. I used to live over there, so I know. It's a lifestyle. Okay? It's a lifestyle, it's a change. Um I had somebody email me, hi Mystic Mama, is there any way you can stop using the same cards? You always using that Words of Truth deck. I can use whatever the fuck I want to. You hear me? This is my energy. I'm not the only person with the same decks. Fuck your thoughts. Moving on. Psych meds. Thank you, Alicia. Okay. When I was going through a depressive state, I lost my daughter, buried her. She was gone. I was in a depressive state. Uh, Started seeing a professional shrink. Okay. As I started to see this shrink, she then asked me, did I want to be put on meds? I told her no. Okay. Carson Smith asked me what or why I don't show my face. Oh, you're gonna have to go to the other videos to find that out, love. I've already addressed why I don't show my face. I like not to be bothered in public. You understand? I like to be in Walmart and make my groceries in peace. I don't want nobody fucking bothering me. Okay. I also do believe that the government takes note of those who are psychic or prophetic and will try to program them. So that's one of the reasons. That's two reasons why. There is no other reasons or nothing like that. I ain't scared of no motherfucking body out here in these streets. Okay. The thing about it is that it's to cover me. Okay. When I first started my channel, Spirit told me don't show my face. Because the first thing I was going to do in my first video was just show my face. I was going to be like everybody else out here. Unfortunately, that's not the fucking case. Okay. All right. So, psych meds, Alicia. So, she kept pushing the issue for me to get on psychiatric medication. I couldn't sleep. There was a lot of shit going on. When you lose a child, you handle it the way that you know how to handle it. Okay. Not everybody's the same. Some people break, and it's to be expected. You bear the child. And in my opinion, parents are to live on and outlive their children, so their children can carry on the legacy. It was very devastating for me and my husband to go through that. And the fact that she was 6 months. Okay, she was 6 months old. So, when you're bearing a baby, innocent and beautiful, you don't want to deal with that. You don't want to deal with that. Nobody wants to bury their child. Pretty sure. I mean, nobody in their right mind would want to bury their baby. Moving forward. So she kept pushing. So she actually she says, look, I'm going to make the decision up to you. what I'm going to do is, she says, she does this. She says, I'm going to write this prescription. She writes this prescription and then she does this. And she says, better yet, because our facility, their facility where I was going to actually can do the prescription right then and there. She says, I'm going to call in someone to bring it to the front and I'm going to have them fill it for you. Okay. Then she says, I tell you what, the first batch will be on me. Okay. I will pay for it. Don't worry about it, just to see if it gels with you. Okay. Now, when I got the psychiatric medication, because that's what it is, you know how sometimes they give you the white paper with all the stuff on it, you know, and it tells you what the medication is, what the actual name of it is, and it's a long fucking name. Now, it could be like Zoloft. Let's just say, for example, Zoloft. But there's a scientific name for the Zoloft, and it's in parentheses, and it's a long fucking name you don't even know. Parts of those names is broken up into the drugs that they use to make that thing up. Okay, that's why a lot of the names of a lot of these drugs on over the counter and prescribed has all these big ass names because they're breaking up the words of the drugs that it takes to make up that thing. Okay, so you read the directions, right? Not just on the bottle, but on the pamphlet, the directions, and then down below there's a lot of shit of the side effects, what it can cause. Now, most psychiatric medication, in my research, this is not what I am assuming. This is the research that I've done after taking the medication that she prescribed me. Okay, so listen carefully. It's not my opinion here. This is the research that I've done on the many medications out there dealing with a lot of psychiatric medication. Is that a lot of them causes more depression, more things can heighten up stuff, hallucinations can start to happen, can cause suicide or suicidal thoughts. Now, why give someone this when they're already battling this shit? Now, I took it once. Spirit sometimes will have you do things because I was compelled in my spirit to take it. Okay, you're supposed to take it before you go to bed. I took it before I went to bed. I was in a whole nother dimension, y'all. I was seeing shit. Now, this is the tricky thing with hallucinations. We say hallucinations because we're supposed to be saying it's you see shit that's not there. But there are drugs that you do not have to go off into the streets and buy. That's right there where your doctor's prescribing that will open up your eye to see some shit that you're not ready for. Okay? Okay? We're talking about the drug industry. The FDA, the Food Drug Administration. We're talking about the CDC, okay? The Control Center of Diseases, okay? This is the CDC. We're talking about the WHO, the World Health Organization. These three big entities in the world that pumps out your major drugs, that knows the truth about drugs. We're talking about over-the-counter drugs and prescription drugs. We're not talking about PCP and angel dust and shit. We're talking about the shit they give you on a daily. These people prescribe this on a daily basis. Now, my advice for those who want to get off of the medication, you need to get on an alkaline lifestyle, not a diet. They call it a diet. I don't know. I don't like to use the word diet because the word die is in there. Y'all know I'm a stickler for words. Thank you, Kyle. Kyle says pharmakia. Now I'm going to break down the word pharmakia because this is what I found in my studies years ago. Pharmakia comes from a word, well, pharmacy comes from the word pharmakia. Pharmakia comes from the word pharmos, okay? Or pharma, Pharma, okay? Which means sorcery. What in the hell do you think these drugs are doing when you take them? They break down in the stomach and they become a part of your blood system. They get into the bloodstream, thus altering the DNA. Y'all not hearing me? I've talked about the altering of DNA plenty of times on my channel. Okay? What are they altering the DNA for? Population control. Don't be surprised if my shit start buffering right now. I've said this. Now, most of your people who are on psych meds, those who are a lot of the times schizophrenic, a lot of the times schizophrenic people have an overactive third and brow chakra. They can see and hear a lot of shit that the normal person cannot see and hear. They need balance. Now, one of the reasons why I say get on an alkaline diet is because if you have an overflow of mucus in the body, this can alter and knock off a lot of shit. Okay. A lot of you who consume a lot of breads and dairies and eggs need to watch out for this. Okay. Alkaline lifestyle is what you want to get on. Eat more alkaline foods. If you can get the mucus to a low degree in your body, you will start seeing some changes. Okay. A lot of our food feeds mental problems. Now, it's not by accident Alicia came on here and asked about that because I was going to talk about. There was a rapper called Christ Bearer who worked with the Wu-Tang Clan under the direction of RZA. He was on PCP. First of all, let's back up before he went to the PCP. Okay. I was on Zoloft. This is the medication that I only took once now. I just told y'all the story about the doctor after I lost my child. She put me on Zoloft. This was at nighttime. I was sitting up in my bed. I began to kind of I felt myself going into a sleep state. I felt my body extremely relaxed. I was not in control. Okay, for those who want to know what happened to me, I'm going to tell you. I wasn't in control. Now, there is different waves that you enter into when you're awake and when you're asleep. There's alpha waves, beta waves, gamma waves, these different waves. I think gamma is when you're awake. Okay. Alpha and beta is, I think, where it's sleep. I think it's beta waves that where you're totally under. I began to slip into beta waves while awake. Ask me how the fuck that happens. Taking that fucking drug. Therefore, I was in a dream state while awake. I began to what they call hallucinate. But I began to see what was not there to the naked eye. Okay. I began to see all kind of demonic shit. Just to kind of sum it up for you. Okay. They say Zoloft is used to treat depression. That shit made it worse. By the time I finally went to sleep and woke up, I was terrified. Of the shit I was seeing. I didn't just see shadows, I seen faces. So I can't speak for nobody else because I mean some people may say Zoloft works for them. Hey, to each his own. I'm not here to bash anybody. Please understand that. But I am here to expose the stuff that is going on. You understand? And what I'm trying to tell y'all is that this shit can cause people to go into a deeper. It's all about population control. You want to know why the brother on the 14th floor all of a sudden jumped off the fucking balcony? It's the drugs. It ain't just street drugs, y'all. It is not just street drugs. If Big Pharma was out to heal you, you would have the cure already. Nobody would be sick. There is big money in sicknesses and illnesses. Let's wake up. Bipolarism is someone who is not balanced. They get bursts of extreme highs and they get bursts of extreme lows. This is about balancing the chakras. You want to find herbs and foods that's going to help you balance the chakras. Okay? I believe that the powers that help this earth form Because as y'all heard me say, God was not alone. God said wisdom was there with it, with the persona. Wisdom is the feminine energy, or what you call Sophia. The name Sophia means God of wisdom or goddess of wisdom. Sophia. They spelled it wrong now. They spell it Sophia. The IA is actually YAH. 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 Which is one of the names of God in the Hebrew language. Yah. Not by accident, Native Americans would chant, hey, ya, 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 oh, ya, 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 hey, ya, 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 hey, ya, ya, ya. Not by accident. It is not by accident that they are finding Hebrew hieroglyphs here in certain mountains of America that Native Americans carved the name of Yah in them. Okay? I ain't here to preach, I'm here to teach. Sip and Socialize says, see how they did Henrietta Lacks? You're definitely right. Go look at the video that I did on Henrietta Lacks. If y'all are not familiar with the Black woman who, listen, she carried the DNA that all of us carry. Some gifts are not hidden, y'all. Some people don't even know their gifts, but some people's gifts are not hidden. Do you know what the fuck X-Men was based on? They tell you Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. Okay, yeah, but do you know that X-Men is based on real fucking people who have powers in them that they don't even know exist? When you enlighten yourself, this is what enlightenment, the road of enlightenment carries you to do. You enlighten yourself on what's on the inside of you. And remember, I tell you, God is not a man in the sky sitting on the throne waiting to punish everybody. God is a force that is within you. Reverend Ike teaches this. Once you tap into that and you understand that I am live on the inside of you, you are unstoppable. But you gotta be in a you have to vibrate. Somebody mentioned 23andMe. Stop getting these DNA tests. You don't need to know where the fuck you come from through a DNA test. It's not gonna happen. Take that DNA test and they're gonna sell your they're gonna sell your identity. Don't do it. Don't participate in the updating of the 10 years. You know, they doing that shit on Instagram on purpose, trying to update the database on face recognition. Stop going for what is trendy. They're already selling 23andMe and the ancestry stuff. They've already sold your shit if you took it to a private third party. They've came out and said that on it's all over the world. They know it now. Shit. Ain't nothing for me to look up your last name and see. Let me just see. Let me look on Facebook and see if this person is white or black. Then we're just gonna say that they come from Africa. A lot of us was already here. Fuck. I know what tribe I come from. Most of your South is still Native American. Most of us is here. People gave Waka Flocka a lot of flack when he got on the Breakfast Club and told these people that he's not African American. A lot of y'all don't want to stop identifying. Listen, identify with whatever you feel, love. But what I'm just trying to tell you is Malcolm X died trying to tell you the truth that Plymouth Rock landed on us. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. We didn't come from a fucking boat. We were already here. Okay? Christopher Columbus even said that they were copper colored with nappy hair. I mean, I don't know what else you want. Jamie Williams said they're trying to see what is in your DNA to track you. Thank you. Let me see who got the indigo children gene. Let's see who got the starseed gene. Let's see who got that hidden genetics. I know a lot of people who I've seen their DNA come in the mail and it say 1% unidentified. A lot of my black people have an unidentified DNA. And y'all still believe these motherfuckers out here. Because y'all done paid $199 or $200 for a kit to swab your mouth. I'm just trying to help you, baby. I'm not trying to hurt you at all. You just didn't know. And it's okay because the deed is done. You did not know. Brittany says identity and nationality is critical for all my Hebrew Israelites out there. Deuteronomy 28 verses 14 through 64 tells you that they was gonna call you every byword and proverb in the world to erase your identity. We are the only race of people that have been called Negro, Black, African American. Our identity has changed over the decades. It ain't a lie, it's the truth. Go look at history. We're the only group of people that get called what we are not. Because if they can erase you on paper, they can erase you. If they can change history, they can erase you. There's a group, there's a tribe of Tasmanian folks from Tasmania that no longer exists now. They no longer exist. The last one passed on. They can say from 10 years from now, they can call that tribe anything they want to because they don't exist anymore. They have nobody to speak up for them. Your family is Gullah Geechee, Carolyn? Good. That means you're native to the land. Gullah Geechee people really know that. There's the new generation of Gullah Geechee. They want ties with Ghana, but they've been here. They've been fucking here. Gullah Geechee people are one of the Native Americans. Y'all were in cahoots with the Seminole Indians. Seminole means black people. Break down the etymology of the words, folks. My brother, his father's side of the family, his grandmother was giving birth to his father, and the woman lied on the birth certificate of the last name. Black people back then were afraid to tell folks that they were Native American. This is one of the reasons why you have people who don't know that they are Native American and are black, who are melanated, because they were trying to wipe them out back then. So they were just lying and saying, we black, we African American, we black, we black. And then that kind of went down into the DNA. Now you have people say, we ain't Native American. You either get two extremes. You either got black folks who say they're Native American only because of the hair, it's silky. It ain't just because of your hair, y'all. Don't listen, you ain't gotta have silky hair to be Native American. Let's stop that shit. Let's just stop it. Can we? Because it really just don't make sense at this point to say you Native American just because your hair is silky. What the fuck does that mean? There are people that were born and raised in Africa that has silkier hair than you. Born and raised in Africa, don't speak a lick of fucking English. And they blacker than me with straight hair. What does hair have to do with you being Native American? Not a damn thing. Don't let media condition your mind. Don't let the media condition your mind. And Brian Rose says, yes, Sudanese people are an example. Well, you know what? It's not just about Sudan. It's not about Chad. It's not even about the east part of Africa. And the reason why I say this is because the east part of Africa was violated by Arabs and they were raping people. So a lot of them still have that mixture of that DNA of the Ishmael tribe, okay? The tribe of Ishmael or the Ishmaelites. So some of them will have that hair because of that trait. However, they go deeper, go further south. There are people with straight fucking hair. Okay, the Khoisan people are the lightest melanated people in the world. They are not mixed with white. I think we need to stop that. We always, because someone is light skinned, we think they got to be mixed with something. You are not a fucking science experiment. I'm black mixed with black, bitch. That's it. It's just that's what it is. Then you got a group of black folks with blonde hair. Listen, we are fucking unicorns. We're magical. We are the only people in the world that can create different shades of color and different shades of hair. Nobody else can do that unless their child comes out albino and that's it. But we're the only group of people that are melanated that can all melanated people. I'm talking about melanated people. Because not everybody's melanated, y'all. Only melanated people in the world can create different colors of hair and different shades of color and different colors of eyes. I don't know what else to tell y'all. It's just that simple, you know. Let's get back to the brother I was talking about. His name is he's a rapper named Christbearer. This brother was depressed after he lost his mother. Okay, he lost his mother. Got very depressed. Ended up getting on PCP, or maybe probably was on PCP probably before that. Okay, don't really know when he got on PCP, but I know that he was on PCP after he lost his mother. Okay, PCP is a high hallucinogen drug. Okay, it will make you hallucinate. The brother ended up cutting his penis off under PCP. Okay. Okay. Um, Listen, I'm not here to debate with anybody, but please show me physical evidence of a boat. You've seen the shackles, you've seen the ropes. Where is the boat? Where's the fucking Amistad at, huh? Where's the Jesus Christ boat? Listen, I don't get this about my people, how we still believe that all of us came on fucking boats. Have you actually done the math on how many boats and how much time that would have taken for us to come here? Do you believe that these people had enough food to be on the to be on out to sea for 4 and 5 and 6 months? We're talking about boats with just sails. We're not talking about technology here. You got to bring your mind back to what they had. They didn't have a fucking GPS system where you can put in an address and then there was some eco technology built in the boat. You understand? We're talking about straight up sails and the constellations and the stars in the sky. We're not talking about what we have now. They stayed out there for 4 to 6 months, even longer. So everybody's talking about this boats on boats. Where the fuck are boats? Where are these boats? Y'all have shown me the shackles. Y'all have shown me this shit. Y'all have shown me the torture mechanisms that they use on us. I have yet to see a fucking boat. Yes, maybe I do believe in the conspiracy of the demasculination of black men through food. Yes, I do. You don't have to be against gays to know that this is happening. They don't want people to repopulate the earth. Population control comes in many forms: immunizations, food, every medication. The healthcare system, period, is a depopulation. You when you got somebody going in to give birth and they come back with a baby and no mama, because the mama then died on the table, it's gonna be a lot of depopulation going on. When you telling women who pregnant to get vaccinated and their baby die while in their womb, it's a lot of depopulation going on. Shoot, maybe I ain't got nothing against the LGBT community either, but I do know that through the food and different things, that is a weaponizing thing that they're doing. They don't want people to repopulate. It's just that fucking simple. It ain't nothing against the LGBT community. But these things are happening. Shit, just because I'm bringing it to your attention don't mean that what. So yes, maybe I do agree. Now, when somebody makes up their mind to be in the LGBT community, that's, hey, that's on them. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't pay your fucking bills. Now, I will say this though. I love my gays. One of the things that I've shown, my mother had a gay friend who passed on from AIDS, complications from AIDS, which was pneumonia. One of the reasons why I love my gay babies is because I noticed how free he was myself and continue to love myself. If it wasn't for him, I don't know where I would be. So shout out to Tyrone. May you rest in peace. And I love that man. I did. I love that man. And what I'm against is the pedophiles. I'm against the rapists. If you can't keep your dick and your sexual acts in your pants or to yourself, you got a fucking problem to be violating people out here in these streets, whether children or adults. Rape people who are raping folks and pedophiles, I don't fuck with that shit. I also love my gays because they know how to do some fucking hair and some makeup, honey. I'm just saying, I love it. Again, I'm not here to change you. I'm here to enlighten you. Okay, let me get off that. Uh, they do shit. I had some gay friends when I was in Louisiana. They were some of the most fun to hang out with, y'all. I'm telling you, fun. When I say fun, they just didn't give a fuck. They didn't give it. They live life big, and I'm big on that. I'm big on. I don't care if you're straight, gay, bisexual. I am really big on just living your life. Live your life. Live your life. You bashing somebody with a Bible is not going to make them change their mind. Point blank, period. If they want to live their life the way they want to live their life, fucking let them. We all got to answer for our own journey. It is what it is. And some of y'all just need to let it the fuck go. If it's their preference and that's what they want to do, then fine. I don't want the genetic modifications behind the food industry fucking with people and all of that other shit. I don't agree with that. That I don't agree with. But if it's their preference, then hey, let it be what it is. You said freak spirit, but gossip 4 days. They got all the juice you want. Some truth, huh? Ooh, maybe. Well, gossip comes everywhere. Well, I have a problem with people who don't have a moral compass at all too. But does moral compass start and end? Does it end and begin with sexuality? Fuck no. Your moral compass is waking up and killing somebody and going back to sleep like it never happened. That's when your moral compass is for. It's so, y'all listen. It is so much more deeper shit to be concerned about than somebody's sexual preference. Y'all have not a fucking clue. And one thing about the Black community, I'm gonna get on us because it's the truth. One thing about the Black community, we hone in on one thing and we ignore everything else. And this is one of the reasons why our community is so fucked up. Let's just go there, tell the truth, and just be done with it. One of the reasons why our community is so fucked up is that we hone in on one thing. We act like we can't do 2 or 3 things at one time. We hone in on a lot of shit, and then everything else starts to fall by the wayside as if all those things are not important. This is one of the reasons why we had a lot of pedophiles and rapists in the Black church, because the Black church has taught you to sweep shit up underneath the rug. Love people. You ain't even loving your fucking self. Let's go there. Some of the most judgmental people are in the fucking church. Don't at me. I said what the fuck I said. I used to be an ordained minister in the Christian system. So I know what I'm talking about. Some of the most judgmental people come out of the fucking church. Because y'all have limited yourself to 4 walls in a building instead of the streets being the platform. If you didn't get what the Bible, it's a fucking spell book. But if you want to go to the Christian aspect, it's all about love. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Love God with all your heart, soul, and mind. Love is the fucking key. Any door you want to open up to, love. Even nature tells you that. That's why it vibrates at 432 hertz. The color green is love. When you water a plant and it grows, that's a form of love, God damn it. Love is the key. This ain't just for Christian folks, it's for everybody. Love is the key. I've heard some people say, don't judge. No, you judge righteously. Judge righteously. That's what your moral compass is. You judge shit every day. You judge whether or not, when you drive into the store, whether to go left or go right. Sometimes spirit may get that inkling down. No, go the long way. And the next thing you know, there's a car accident down 4th Street. You usually take 4th Street. That's your moral compass, honey. You just judged what you was going to listen to. Everybody's a judge. It's whether you judge righteously or unrighteously. Don't let people fool you out here in these streets. Going back to the brother, the rapper Christ bearer, and now he cut off his penis under PCP. What happened? Charlemagne the God made him the donkey of the day. People started talking about him bad, TMZ, this and that, making fun of the fact that he cut off his penis. Why? Because mental illness in the Black community is being swept up underneath the rug. The brother did not have the proper people in place to help him with the depression of losing his mother. I'm saying all that to say this. Be careful to have wise counsel around you, that when you are going through your deepest and darkest times, you have people and foods set in place that will help you come up out of that thing. Just as well as you got in it, you can come out. You don't have to stay there. You understand? Soon as the brother did it, he lost his deal. Everybody, walked away. This motherfucker crazy. Well, you know what? Had he would have had a support system, maybe he wouldn't have went that route. Let's also talk about the music industry. When they give you money, they want you to destroy yourself. A lot of y'all don't want to hear this. Money ain't the root of all evil. Your perception of it is. The love that you got behind it can be. Money is just a tool. It's an earthly tool to get whatever the fuck you need. A bill come knocking at your door, money can answer it. You can take the envelope, rip it open and look at it, but you can't answer it, money can. It's a fucking tool, people. I love money as a tool to help me build the life that I want. I love abundance. I love prosperity. I am prosperous. I am abundant. A lot of us raised in the Black church, we've been taught, we've been indirectly taught that poorness is next to godliness. Last time I thought it was cleanliness was next to godliness. Yeah, 222 people was in the chat, so 222. Okay. It's all mass confusion. Now, I know I've been on here for an hour talking because most of this was talking about energy, the energy flow direction. Now, what you want to do in your life this year, okay? This is a critical year. I do believe that this year is going to set the next 6 to 7 years or 7 to 8 years into a specific direction flow of energy, okay? So I want y'all to pay attention. We got this eclipse coming up. Right now is the time to specifically manifest and don't obsess over the outcome. I keep telling y'all, I'm going to tell y'all again, E2, the book E2 by Pam Grout. Uh-oh. Let me show y'all right here. E Squared by Pam Grout has 9 do-it-yourself energy experiments to prove that your thoughts create reality. Okay? This is the book I'm telling y'all about. Okay? I am a product of this book. I have never spoke to this woman in my life. She can't tell you what I look like. I can tell you what she looked like because her picture is on the back, right there. Okay? I live where I live right now because of that book. Okay? Prove to me that this shit is real. That this is real. Okay? Yeah, the screen gonna buffer. The screen is gonna buffer. Of course. Every time I put y'all on some good shit, it's gonna buffer. Let's talk about offerings. Okay? The way to practical attainment. Now, this is a book that I've told y'all about before, The Teachings of Buddha. The Teaching of Buddha. Okay? Buddhism is not a religion. Let's get that straight. This right here, I am the only person in the world with this photo. You see this photo? Who do y'all see that? This is an original photo, y'all. This is original photo. It's not pulled off of any website or anything. Now, this picture has been publicized by the person who took it. Do you see this photo? This is a photo of Nelson Mandela and his wife, Winnie Mandela. This original photo was given to my husband's mother. I'm the only person in the world with the original photo. Talk about the law of attraction, huh? It is blurry. It is blurry, but it's old. It's really old. Really old. This is the person who took this when they developed it and put it in the South African papers, okay? This is the original photo. It was in black and white. This is not black and white, but I'm talking about like they put it up in the newspapers, black and white. Okay. This is that original photo. So talking about the law of attraction and manifestation, that is that photo. Okay. Just showing y'all little things. Just little things. Okay. The way to practical attainment. Now it says the practice of offerings gets rid of selflessness. The practice of precepts keeps one thoughtful of the rights and comforts of others. The practice of endurance helps one to control a fearful or an angry mind. The practice of endeavor helps one to become diligent and faithful. The practice of concentration helps one to control a wandering and futile mind. Okay. The practice of wisdom changes a dark and confused mind into a clear and penetrating insight. Okay. Offering and keeping precepts makes the foundation necessary to build a great castle on. Okay. Now we're talking about offerings. Offerings. Okay. Selflessness. I'm going to challenge y'all for the rest of this month to do one kind act a day to random people. One kind act a day. Okay, we get that black is a color in our race. We get it. We get it. You don't mix ammonia and bleach together. Ammonia and bleach is I said ammonia and pine with distilled water. Yeah, Buddhism is not even a religion. It is an ideology, Gentle Lavender. That to reach high consciousness. Thank you for that. Definitely. Now everybody can be a Buddha. Why do I say that? Because Buddha is a way of life. Look what it says. To speak of Buddhahood, the Buddha is the one who attained perfect enlightenment and used his attainment to emancipate and bless all mankind. the Buddha. That's not one specific man. That is the person who uses their enlightenment to attain stuff to bless people. So my challenge to y'all is to find one person a day randomly, do a kind act. I don't care if it's letting someone cut you in the line while you trying to, buy. You could be in the line waiting so you can check out. Let them get in front of you. When you at the stoplight, or if somebody wants to get in front of you, let them. It can be something as small as that. Okay, and just watch your stuff open. Okay. He also says, do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, but concentrate the mind on the present moment. It is worthy to perform the present duty well and without fail. Do not seek to avoid or postpone it until tomorrow. By acting now, one can live a good day. Wisdom is the best guide, and faith is the best companion. Wisdom is the best guide, and faith is the best companion. One must try to escape from the darkness of ignorance and suffering, and must seek the light for enlightenment. Okay. It says, if a man's body and mind are under control, he should give good evidence of it in virtuous deeds. This is a sacred duty. Faith will then be his wealth. Sincerity will give his life a sweet savor, and to accumulate virtues will be his sacred task. Once you do that, great things come to you. You wonder why Oprah was giving away. You get a car. You get a car. Everybody gets a car. You wonder why Oprah just kept doing giveaways? That's why. Because in order for you, listen, you must do good deeds for things to come to you as well. We want to put that giving energy. Giving energy helps create the attitude of gratitude. It gets it going. So we're talking about energy direction flow. This is what this whole thing is about. Energy direction flow. At least one act of kindness a day. Don't overdo it. Just one act of kindness a day. You'll find yourself doing acts of kindness without even taking account, like, oh, I didn't even realize I did that. Okay. I'm gonna give you wisdom of hours and then I'm gonna start my readings. Ooh, this is a good one. Just random. Look at that. Once you make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen. Ralph Waldo Emerson said that. Let's do another one. I have just three things to teach: simplicity, patience, compassion. These are your greatest treasures. Lao Tzu says that. Okay, let's do a random last one. Okay. If you don't feel it, flee from it. Go where you are celebrated, not merely tolerated. Paul F. Davis said that. Some of y'all need that. Don't go where you ain't celebrated or tolerated. It's a reason why. Okay. Now, let's do Josephine Baker. Josephine Baker. For all of y'all who don't know who Josephine Baker is, Josephine Baker was a woman who, let me close this. Hold on, y'all. Let me close it. Reopen it so I can see the chat rooms on my phone. Come on, thing. Chat room is on my phone. Okay. Okay. Somebody asked, did dinosaurs exist? That's a good question. How many of you in the chat room believe that dinosaurs existed? Put yes. If not, put no. Yes. Distilled water. I believe that something existed. I don't know if dinosaurs is the answer to what I believe exists. Who am I to sway your opinion? You know, um, I believe that dragons were real. Um, people talk about the Bible, but the Bible talks about mystical creatures. What do you think the fuck a Leviathan is? You know what I'm saying? Uh, there's another scripture that talks about the flying serpent, the fiery flying serpent. Something that literally flew in the air, spitting fire. What the fuck does that sound like? A dragon. I do believe that when it comes to dinosaurs, this is where my stance is. I believe that all of these animals have existed in a smaller frame than what people have been saying. I do believe that the Nephilim, or what you call the fuck is that alien race? The Anunnaki. I do believe that the Nephilim, along with the Anunnaki, spliced DNA and made shit hybrid. Okay. I just believe that. That's just I believe that, things are huge for reasons. I believe that, there's some animals that were spliced with certain DNAs and they just not telling us the truth. It's just what I believe. I could be wrong. Hey, I'm only human. Fuck it. That's just my belief. Y'all don't have to agree. It is what it is. We are all able to believe what we want to believe. Okay, I'm not gonna knock nobody, but I do believe that there were mystical creatures that exist now as we speak, which is probably one of the reasons why they won't let people into Antarctica. Okay. Nephilim fossils, though. Hey, shit. They found a Nephilim skeleton body in Louisiana. Do you know that we have a lot of Indian mounds? Did you know in a place called Opelousas, Louisiana, there are Indian mounds where they dug up and found a human body, which was like 9 or 10 or something feet, not too far from it, 14 feet. The femur bone was like 12 feet long. I mean, shit, y'all don't have to believe me. Look the shit up. It should be researchable. It should be researchable. We have a lot of Indian mounds in the South. They just don't want to tell y'all that. You know the Georgia Peach Bowl? Fuck that. You might as well call that a Indian mound without the people being buried. Black folks was down there. Concentration camp right here in America, right there in Georgia, where the peach trees grow, called the Devil's Punch Bowl. And those are unburied bodies that fertilize the trees. That's why people don't eat the peaches off the trees. I do believe in mermaids and fairies. I meditated with the fairy crystal, and I seen it. I don't fuck with fairy energy. Fairies are mischievous. To me, there's a lot of people who are into the whole fairy thing of the whole beautiful colors, little rainbow colors and fairies. Like, I don't fuck with fairy energy. That mischievous shit, I don't fuck with. Nope, at all. Nope, 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 nope. In fucking no. I don't fuck with fairies, garden gnomes, little creatures. I don't do that shit. Nope. Hell to the fucking no. You will see my ass. You'll see dust up underneath my feet. Fucking around with fairies and nope, nope, nope. Um, I know water spirits exist for a fact. I know they do for a fact. Nobody can tell me water spirits don't exist. Straight up. So Josephine Baker was a woman who was born and raised in the United States. I think she was from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm not too sure. She was a singer, dancer, actress. Okay. She was, I think she was one of the richest entertainers of her time. I think she was at one point in time the richest woman alive at one point in time in her era. Okay. Now she didn't stay the richest woman. We know she had a lot of financial issues and a lot of financial problems. She also had a burning childhood. What do I mean by burning childhood? Um, she was a little girl who dealt with race riots. Okay, she endured a lot of racism and different things like that. Kind of scarred her in her childhood, which kind of she grew up, very scarred and tortured. She always had this thing about love. She had a rainbow tribe that she started where she adopted children because I believe she could not have any. She adopted children from. She tried to adopt children from every race. Okay, this was toward the. Yes, your body is your church. Your body is your temple. That's correct. That's correct, Emma Star. I agree with that 100%. What did they say about her in the art of seduction? Maybe. I mean, I'm not talking about fairy. Like, I mean, fairy cards and tarot fairy cards and oracle fairy cards, that's fine. That's cool. But tapping into that mystical realm of actually having to face see some fairy shit, no, I'm good. Deuces. Just no. No, 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 no. No, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, yeah, Sipping Socialite said an oceanographer told her that he doesn't let his kids go into the water because if we knew what was in there, we wouldn't go either. Well, trying to tell y'all, there are portals to the underworld as well in the water. I think this is why the government keeps us, in the dark about a lot of shit. Because if we seen what really exists, would your heart really be able to take it? You have been conditioned by watching movies. You ever seen that movie Bright with Will Smith? If not, watch it. It's on Netflix. I encourage everybody to watch it. Toward the end of the movie, only certain people, only a bright could carry the wand. And at the end, he finds out he's a fucking bright. What is that telling you? You don't know the power within until you get put under pressure. Let me tell you that again. You don't know the power within you until you are put under pressure. That's what the X-Men was. All of these X-Men, look at the history of X-Men. Go before the movies, before Marvel Comics became the movies. Go look up X-Men cartoons. Watch the first pilot of the X-Men when Professor X is telling Kitty Pryde, these are the people who we found, and this is the training center. And he's showing her Cyclops, Colossus, Storm, different things. And then they start talking about their beginnings. All of them did not know that they had these powers until they was put under pressure. Rogue didn't know she could take the powers of a person until the energy of a person until she was kissing her boyfriend and fucking killed or damn near killed his ass. Josephine Baker was a tortured soul. She was a tortured soul. So what we're going to do is just look into her life and look into different things and see what comes out. I have specific things that I am aiming for. So just keep in mind that this is not a general reading. Okay. Let's see what comes out. Josephine Baker, you can come forth with no harm attached. Okay. Mm, hold on. Before I go any further, before I go any further, she's showing me in a room full of mirrors, frantically trying to get out. She's showing me of herself in a room, not a house, a room full of mirrors, and like she's trying to get out. In Major says all dancers are tortured. When I dance, I will be possessed. Mm. See, I'm not a dancer. I got two left feet, so but I can understand the energies of feeling possessed. I remember I was in a drum circle, an African drum circle, and I began to move and sway my body, and I felt myself getting looser and looser. And next thing you know, my hands was going everywhere. So I can understand that there is a trance that does. I can agree that there's a trance that will come over dancers. I can see that. I think she might be showing me the energies of where she was in her life because I'm tapping into her life energy. Oh, what she was on this earth doing, how she felt. So she felt trapped. She felt stuck. She had a lot of fear. She had a lot of terror. She had a lot of tears. Okay. Um, Good, good. She's in the light now. So that's gonna settle any questions that we may have where she is now. She's in the light. She's in the light. Or what we call a better place. But it seems like she had a lot of darkness around her. You know, she was smuggling people during the war, making sure our people stayed safe. And her house, they broke down the doors to her house because she was smuggling folks. See her past. So she was also looking for light in her while she was alive. She was also looking for the light while she was alive. She was also looking for the light, okay, in her past. And also in her past, she undermined her power. That's one thing I'm hearing her say right now. And she has a beautiful soft voice. I need to look her up because she was just on my list. I want to look her up just to see how she talked. Uh, Vibracious laugh, but through her trials and tribulations on this earth, she's saying she allowed the fears and different fears and anxieties to kind of like stifle her personal life, her personal growth. Okay. And that's something that she's saying. Don't allow fears and the cares of this world to make you undermine your power. Okay. There is some things that she would have done differently. Overview, yeah, looking over her life, looking over what could have been done differently. Okay. Lynn Whitfield did portray her. Shout outs to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Lynn Whitfield is a Baton Rouge girl. She comes from Baton Rouge, mean red stick. Gonus. So obviously there is something about her regretting. She's regretting that she allowed some things to take over her and kind of get her up underneath energy that it seems to us on the outside looking in that Miss Josephine was living her best life, that she wasn't gonna go back and forth with them niggas, but she really was. She fought for a lot of equality as well, y'all. Of course y'all remember the movie. She wasn't willing to be stuck in certain areas. She wanted to go through the front door, and she did pave the way for a lot of people after her. So, you know, the dullness of it all is that she was so busy fighting, she felt like she always had to fight. And so, therefore, in her personal life, it was always a sense of, I'm drained. I don't have no more in me. You know, she gave so much away that she couldn't keep for herself. So that's what she felt. That's what she felt. Disappointment, of course. She had a lot of disappointments in her life. And she's also telling me that it was a lot of disappointments from herself. She just did not allow herself to really be great. There was some fears there, y'all. And it's going back to what I told y'all. That fear will fuck you up if you ain't got it under control. She was fluent in German. Ooh, I knew she spoke. I know she spoke French. I knew she was fluently French, but I did not know she spoke German. Wow, wow, good. Yeah, her and Nina Simone do have Nina Simone does have a similar energy, which is which is, I call myself Rafiki Simone. Rafiki Swahili for friend, or friend who sees the future. Okay. Simone is, I got that from Nina Simone because it was something that she said in an interview that stuck with me years ago. I seen an interview and it stuck with me. She says an artist's job is to reflect the times and the seasons that we are in. An artist's job is to reflect what is going on. Tell the motherfucking truth in your songs, your artistry, and that spoke to me. That spoke to me. So that's one of the reasons why my name is Rafiki Simone, just for anybody who wants to know. Thank you, Maldives. When who Josephine is reading me, and Taylor says, yeah, she just had a lot of disappointments in herself. You know what? We can go to the whole fact that she had a lot of love relationships that went wrong and different shit like that. But she is really talking about her. This is an assessment of herself. This is an overview and an aspect of her. She ain't really too much trying to really go off into it. Now, if it comes out, then fine. But she ain't really trying to, yeah, Rafiki is the character from The Lion King, yes. I identified with that character when I was a kid. When I first seen it, I was fascinated with Rafiki. I always felt that I identified with Rafiki. And when I met my husband, I asked him questions about The Lion King. And he says, Rafiki was nothing but a Sangoma. Same thing I am. Yes, 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 Emma Star. Yes, Emma Star. Emma Star says that that's what he or she meant. She meant to be Christ-like, being an attainment. Yes, I agree. I agree. Integration. So she's talking about the time that she was in. Being disappointment. Again, this is going to her childhood. This is what we talked about before. And the integrations of things. She was saddened that her people was treated the way that they were treated. So therefore, she felt like she had to be a part of the change that needed to take place. No, I'm doing. You say, can I do a reading on the Black community? Oh shit, are y'all ready for that? I can. Indulgence. Ooh, she just hit me with something. She says she indulged in sex to suppress the pain. Damn, Josephine, come on and tell it, baby. She said that she indulged in sex to suppress her pain. No, these white cards right here are not new. I've been having these. Uh, these were one of my. I used to use these a lot. These are the wild. This is what you're looking at right here. Like right here. These right here are the wild unknown tarot. Okay. just in case for anybody who, but this is what she's saying, indulgence. Off topic, but you had to ask what? That what, baby? Off topic, but you had to ask what? See, look at that. She's really talking about her. This is a self-reflection read for Josephine Baker. This is a self-reflection read for her. I haven't used these since the yeah, that's because I had got new cards. You know, sometimes the energy just changes, but they're back. They're back. She tried to sex it away, throw it away. Yeah. That's Solange, right? Yeah. It's like cranes in the sky. Mm-hmm. You think you blew an opportunity years ago that sank you into a deep depression? Call it to come back around. You ain't dead, baby. You ain't dead. You ain't dead. Hopelessness is what she's talking about. Josephine Baker. This is what she was sitting in. Hopelessness will cause you to just give up and go through life. Just carelessly go through life. And that's just how we were created to be. Life, you happen to life. Life doesn't happen to you. You ride the back of life. Life don't ride you. And anytime that you find yourself riding life, then you need to put your manifestation panties on and get to going with the magic wand of your mouth. Your tongue is a magic wand. Okay. Shh. Toward the end, she got it. It was a light bulb that went on toward the end of her life. She just got it. She just got it. It was just like something just clicked on. Something just really clicked on for her. And I can understand. I can understand why. Whoo. Um, Side note, this is a Rose of Jericho. This comes to life when it's put in water. This is the bowl that I'm keeping it in for right now, but it actually is a bigger bowl. I have smaller roses of Jericho that I'm going to be selling. Okay. Small roses of Jericho. I'm going to let y'all know when it's for sale. I'm waiting right now for them to arrive. I have 4 small roses of Jericho. This can be used for prosperity. Okay. Just I don't know why she just put my attention to this. I don't know why. Josephine just literally told me to grab off my altar the rose of Jericho and show it. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't know what just happened just now, but I'm going to do it. This may be for somebody. The rose of Jericho comes alive when it's in water. You keep it in a bowl of water, okay? After 3 or 4 days, what you want to do is put the water in your and mop with it. Now, I wouldn't say to take a bath with it because it does give off a certain smell. Um, but this is for prosperity and abundance. Okay. I do put this water in my mop water. Okay. I do put this, I did DMX already. Um, and I did them recently actually. This right here. Okay, I have 4 on sale right now. 4, only 4. And they're small. They're not big. And small is, to me, small is better. Easier to manipulate as far as getting it in a bowl of water. You ain't gotta go out and buy a big ass bowl. Small will do the job, it doesn't matter. But I have 4 only for sale. Okay. It's only going to be shipping and handling on that would be $3.50. So for the price that I paid for them, Let's just do $12. Because that $12 minus the cost plus the shipping, because y'all know I include my price, my shipping, and my prices. Um, that will probably leave me with a $3 profit. So that's fine. I can walk away with a $3 profit. So $12, yeah. Okay. I'll walk away with a $3 profit. Y'all be thinking, listen, I be trying to make sure y'all straight. Trying to only 4 people can buy Roses of Jericho from me at this time. So Mystic Circle 24 at gmail.com. Um, the divine intervention of prosperity and wealth. That is crazy. That is crazy. Um, tapping and making sure you're tapping into your manifestation energies and making sure you utilize the physical things around you to open up your roads to prosperity, wealth, and abundance. Okay. But this divine intervention card for her was the fact that she got it toward the end of her life. She got it. She began to see things clear. We're talking about Josephine Baker. How do you send the money for the Rose of Jericho? Mystic Circle 24 at gmail.com. Please email me, and then I will send you the necessary steps on what to take, okay? I'm pretty sure, according to in major, one going to be gone, so it's only going to be 3 left for right now. Discrimination. Y'all, I said this in the beginning before I even started to pull cards, that she was traumatized by the racist, by the stuff that she was seeing, about what white folks was doing to black folks. She was traumatized. She was terrorized and traumatized by the shit she's seen. This is the reason why the discrimination card comes out. I should H2O. I should just say I need to put my manifestation panties on. Yes. What? 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 No fucking way. So, okay, so with this, I'm gonna tell you what this is. She is literally showing me how the industry tries to recreate people, celebrities, to kind of like do a blast from the past. Um, I don't know why she's giving me this example, but I'm gonna say it. Okay. Why do you think some people look like folks? Y'all remember when Jay-Z was being compared to this man from the 1920s in a picture? Stuff like that. Like, okay, for example, have y'all actually seen the resemblance between Anita Baker and Janelle Monáe? Like different things like that. She's telling me that they have been tinkering with the DNA of the celebrities of old to create people in their place for different time periods. I don't know. Okay. Oof. So obviously, who's the Josephine Baker of today? Who's the Josephine Baker of now? So now I'm hearing Sam's Cook, change gonna come, playing in my head, considering Miss Josephine Baker. Change. The change gonna come. Change gonna come. Y'all, this really fucked her up, y'all. It is really, and you know what she's telling me? She fought so much. She fought so much, y'all, for discrimination to stop. She fought so much for integration that she kind of feels like it was a mistake. There was the certain changes that outraged her, that caused her to say this wasn't a good idea. And it almost reminds me of Martin Luther King when he says, "For I feared that I've integrated my people into a burning building." To him, and what that meant was he was saying that all this time I was fighting for something. I don't think that it may have been good for our people. That it was not a good idea. And I think she is upset of the changes of integration and what it is. I say this before and I say it again. Black Wall Street did not exist because we were integrated. Black Wall Street existed because we had to create our own for our own. And, at the end of the day, it is about coming together and loving ourselves as a people. You know what I'm saying? Black love and Black power I want us to understand that. Black love and Black power is something that we fucking need to get past the shit that keeps us fighting against each other. Sorry for those who don't want to hear, but not sorry. Okay, so this just came. Did this just flip? I was so busy looking at the comments. Okay, so we're just gonna go this because I think this flipped from the top. This just means individuality. That's basically what it means. I don't know why they put individuation. I didn't know there was such a word, but individuality. Okay, this is where we are. Who was there who asked for me to do a reading on the Black community? It seems like that's where she's going here. Maybe you picked up the vibrations on where she's going because obviously this is what she's talking about. We're so individualized. It's about my 4 and no more, my 3 and let it be, my 2 and screw you. You know what I'm saying? We're not together as a community. And I got to be honest with you. That's one of the things that she even seen back then. She's showing me that that's one of the things she seen back then. Fighting for integration to only see that we ourselves needed our own integration first. We needed to, every other race in this world is an integration amongst themselves. They are definitely like glue amongst themselves. That's why they operate so smoothly in the world system the way that they do. They watch each other's back. We're the only race of folk that will throw each other away in a New York minute. It's all about, again, my 4 and no more. My 3, let it be. My 2 and screw you. But it's so much more. It takes a village to raise a child. And one of the reasons why our children are going fucking insane right now is because the village has been dismantled. I remember when a community of people used to watch children's kids run home before the street lights came on. And I didn't give a shit if it was Black, white, Mexican, and Chinese. I grew up in an area that it was white folks and some other races, a few races of different races here and there. I remember particularly this one Puerto Rican woman who fed all the community kids. She fed all of our ass. And that woman food was off the chain. I swear, if I know this woman, if she's still living, I would tell her she need her own restaurant. Because that woman was throwing the fuck down. Where's the village? Let's go down below. Aw, this is what we've been talking about. Love. 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 Holly Berry did play Dorothy Dandridge and not Josephine Baker. Lynn Whitfield, the woman who played the mother on Eve's Bayou, played Josephine Baker. Somebody said, "Is Keke Palmer a clone of Angela Bassett?" Child, that's what I was saying. Cause she looked like that's her mama, honey. It's like she could just bloop, popped her out. Not by accident that they're both actresses. Angela Bassett cannot sing, contrary to what y'all think. She was lip syncing on the Tina Turner movie. So please, y'all, she really can't sing in real life. Uh, love is the key. Love is the answer. Love, 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 love. She's really talking about spreading love. Love conquers all things, y'all. She really is. She was also talking about her health. Toward the end of her life, is love, man. She kind of grew cold toward the end of her life. She grew kind of cold toward the end of her life, and her love factor was dwindling. Okay, so that did play a part in her health. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. One of the things concerning love and health is cancer. One of the vibrational energies behind cancer is the absence of love in a certain area, and I'm gonna tell you what occupies that: resentment, unforgiveness. Okay, resentment and unforgiveness really does a number on the bones of the body. Yes, Mystic Circle 24 at gmail.com. Who was that for? Wasty Kid. Thank you, Wasty Kid. Okay. Um, I have someone that I know in my family who stays sick with cancer because they don't know how to forgive. They don't know how to forgive. You got resentment toward everybody and you don't know how to forgive, and it rottens the bones, people. Peacher say, I hope I didn't miss too much. Oh, baby. As far as the reading, you could run it back, but I was on here for a whole hour speaking about the direction energy flow. Process. Yeah, love, health, and how your body process these things. How does your body listen, think of it like this. The meat suit is the physical manifestation of what exists in the spiritual realm. What do I mean by that? Your body, your meat suit is the physical capsulation of what exists in the spiritual realm, which is the soul and the spirit. Okay? It's the soul and the spirit. It just encapsulates. Listen, in order for our souls and our spirits to be on this three-dimensional plane, it has to be encapsulated by body. My father passed of cancer as well, in major. So I understand. I understand. And my father was the type of person who thought that life should have been better. He was bitter. He was a bitter person because he felt like life should have been better, and he didn't take the necessary steps to better his life. At least to what he wanted it to be. I'm telling y'all think it's a game, but that fucking resentment and unforgiveness, that shit will cause bodily harm. That ain't no joke. What is success to you? She asks. This is probably one of the most insightful readings that I've done on a celebrity. Um, just getting. I did a reading on the Black community, but I did it under what's the Baba Dick Gregory. If you want to check it out, I've done that on Dick Gregory. Okay, what does success mean to you? Hey, buy sell kill. What's up? Yeah, Westy kid. It's the truth. It's the truth. About forgiving. Some people say you forgive and don't forget. My thing is this: don't be a fool. If somebody's done you wrong and it took you a while to get over it, it's fine. But when you remember, this is the tricky part. Is it better to forgive and forget than to forgive and continue to bring it up and then you got to fight to get rid of it all over again? This is what I'm saying. If you don't forget, make sure you are prepared to be able to make sure that those energies don't latch itself back onto you. You understand? What is success to you? What is the process of success to you? Oh, you're good, Maldives. You ain't did nothing. Power, power, power. Remember, she felt hopeless, which means she felt powerless. It goes back to what I said in the beginning about her. Knowing your power, not letting fear run you and rule you is what creates success because you allow yourself to be great. She's a beautiful spirit right now. Her energies is she's really more she's seen the light, y'all. She has definitely seen the light. One more intimacy, intimacy. This goes back to her using sex to suppress her pain. She's more so now, this is, I'm going to say this. Now, I'm going to end, after this, I'm going to end this live, and then I'm going to come back on, and I'm going to show y'all how to turn a regular card playing deck from the dollar store into a tarot deck, okay? So all of y'all who want to follow me on that, come on back after this. But let's talk about intimacy, okay? Intimacy. She's talking about knowing the energies that you are putting yourself in with, okay? Okay? What does that mean? Stop latching yourself onto just anybody and everybody because they got a big dick or a fat ass. When you're having sex, you're intertwining your energies with that person's energy, and you are causing yourself, okay, watch this, you are causing yourself to latch on to people who you wondering why you walking around here feeling multipolar, not bipolar, but polar, huh? What are you doing? What are you doing? She's saying take an account because she latched herself on to a lot of shit. She wished looking back then she would not have. You know, are you taking account into who you have sex with? Huh? Tantric sex happens whether you know it or not. But when you're mindful of tantric sex, I'm gonna have to do a whole video on tantric sex, how to do it, especially if you have a a good partner to do it with. Wow. Okay. And how to utilize that. This also can deal with the Christ consciousness, this sacred secretion. I'm also have to do a video on that. Yeah, I'm really gonna have to do a video on that. I'm missing something. So anyway, that is from Miss Josephine Baker. Thank y'all for tuning into the Mystic Circle. Again, I'm going to be coming on right after this. I got to get my cards straight and together. I'm going to be coming on after this to show you how to turn a regular playing deck of cards into a tarot deck, okay? Thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all are looking for that, come back, and I will be back shortly. Let me just get my cards on order. I will be back. Thank y'all for coming to me again. This is Rafiki Simone, your Mystic Mama. You are in tune to the Mystic Circle. Any readings or products that I do sell, please hit me up at mysticcircle24@gmail.com. Also see me on Instagram at the Mystic Circle. Okay? Love y'all. Coming back.